Welcome. In this video, we're going to go through the installation and configuration of the Nest profile. It goes directly to the Cloud API. So once you purchase the profile from me, you'll have the Nest zip with the current version of the profile. Go ahead and unzip that. And there's going to be a few documents in there. The first is going to be the README file, which I'll show you in a second. The Nest config tool, which you'll need to get all of the Nest account information. And then the NCT is just a script that runs with the Nest config tool. Then you have the profile and the icon. So to get started, like usual, let's import the profile into Savant. So we open up Blueprint, we go to Preferences, and we go into our Custom Profiles folder, click on Import, and navigate to the zip folder that we just created, and click on the profile. You'll get the icon will import as well. Go ahead and click Import. Get the little color wheel for about 30 seconds or so. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and close this window. And we'll go back to our folder here. So what I'll do is I'll open up the instructions, and you'll be able to read through these on your computer, but I'm going to pretty much walk through these pretty explicitly. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is get the information to connect to the Nest account. And that's kind of what this step is right here. So you can have your client or whoever configured the Nest cloud account. They can scan this QR code from their phone and it'll bring them right to this link, or on your computer you can click this link and they can log in. And what it's going to do is you're going to click on this link and it's going to open up a web page like this. Now, I was already signed in, but if you weren't signed in, it would ask them to sign in with their username and password. And once you do this, it's going to go to this page just saying, hey, this this product wants to communicate with your Nest account. So it's going to control temperature, see when you're home and away, and see when your home is set to away. These are future uses. I hope to enable some ability to use that home and away feature for some triggers, but for right now it's just sitting there idle. Mostly we're using the control the temperature. So when you get to this screen, you're just going to click allow, and you're going to get this what is this 8-character code. You just highlight this and copy this. And once you've got that, we're going to go ahead and open up this Nest config tool. And the Nest config tool is asking for the PIN code from that website. So we're going to go ahead and paste that in there. You can also type it in if the client did it on their phone. And we're going to hit enter. And that's pretty much it we need to do in this tool. It's going to go through some items and get us some information here. And so right here it says this is the token that we need to put in the profile, and then here are the thermostats that are on that account. And these names are great because they will tell you what thermostat is what. So from there, let's go ahead and configure our Nest in Blueprint. So in our blueprint, I'm just going to do a basic config that's going to have our host, and again this will work with a smart host as well. And we will go ahead and pull our Nest device in here. and give this a name so that we can easily find it later. Now, if you have 5 or 6 or 7 or only one thermostat, you only ever need to put one Nest profile in here because this is communicating to the API, similar to Lutron. It's only one point of communication, and then it talks to the devices by their address or their ID. So once you have this placed, again, check out the notes. The notes always have some good information in here, but the critical thing right here is the address to put on the Ethernet wire. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and make my Ethernet connection and paste my host address. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and open up Inspector on the Nest. So we can double click on the Nest, or you can click on it and hit Show Inspector. And again, like other profiles I've done, we need to go under State Variables. And we're going to find the access token, and we want to change the initial value. So we're going to go back to this window, and we're going to want to leave this window open until we are done and have tested the profile. If we close this, we need to get a new code from the customer. So leave this open, and that'll work out better for you. So this token is this first part right here, and it includes the C. So if you double click on this, it should grab everything. If not, just make sure that you're getting all the way from the last character to the first character. You don't want any white space. You don't want any extra space at the end like that. And you want to make sure that you get that C. So go ahead and paste that in. And all set. Now we just need to add our actual thermostats. So for this particular job, I have 4 thermostats. So I'm going to add 4 lines in here. And all of them are zones. Now, there's an easy way to do this for multiple. You can select the top row, hold the Shift key, and then select the bottom. And then you change it to zone, and it'll change all of them. Likewise, for any of these checkboxes, so for this profile, it does not support auto mode and it does not control humidity. So we want to remove those from the UI. So we're going to select the bottom, Shift, select the top, and we're going to uncheck the auto button. And we're going to do it one more time and uncheck the humidity button. Now you can go and uncheck each one individually, that's fine. I just do some of those little shortcuts here and there. So then from there, we are going to name and place all of our thermostats. So we have our dining room. So I'm going to copy the address for the dining room. And I'll put dining room. And we have the den. And we have the bedroom. And the office. That is it. So we're going to go ahead and click done on that. And we've done everything we need to do in here, so we're going to go ahead and generate services. And we'll upload this to the master. Once this comes back up, I'll show you a few things that you can do to troubleshoot to see if it's working correctly or not, and as well as making sure that all the information you're looking for is coming back. All right, so that's up and running. So we'll go ahead and open System Monitor. And once we have this open, we can go to Component Status. We click on Nest. And when we do this, we're going to see the communication back and forth to the website. Now, if we're sending out messages, but we're not getting anything back, check your Ethernet wire. Make sure the host address is on there and you copy and paste it from the profile notes. That is likely what's causing you to not receive messages back. If you're receiving messages back, but something's coming back and it says error, unauthorized, or something along those lines, then the token information is incorrect. Now that's what we put, that's this long number here, and just make sure that you copied and pasted that into the profile properly. If it's coming back like this, where it's thermostats, and this is one of the thermostat addresses, and it's telling me 35% humidity, readable, and something that makes sense, your communication is good. And we can double check that. We go to System State, and we look for Nest in here, and here we go, Nest HVAC controller, and here is all the stuff highlighted in blue once I get to the bottom, because there's a lot for HVAC controllers. All of this is the information that we're getting back on those 4 thermostats. It's reporting back, is the thermostat in cool mode? Is it in heat mode? Is the fan in on, or is the fan auto mode? Is the thermostat locked? So this is based on the lockout if you're sending too many commands. The HVAC mode in heat or cool. And then down here are your humidity readings. So this is telling me I'm getting all the information back, so it should populate the app just fine. I can go ahead and close this window because I no longer need it, and move on with the rest of my configuration. Hopefully that video helps you with the deployment of that. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I can gladly help. Thank you.